Have you ever realized how easy it is to lose your footing without even knowing it? For millions of women over 60, balance doesn't fade all at once. It slips away quietly, hidden inside daily routines that feel harmless. Until one day, the floor is closer than you expected. This isn't always the result of illness or a sudden accident. Often it's the buildup of small habits that quietly erode stability, stealing the freedom to move with confidence. And when balance goes, so much more can follow: falls, injuries, long recovery times, and in some cases, the loss of independence. But here's the part that brings hope. You can change this. You can take steps starting today to feel steady and secure again. It's not about big, complicated changes. It's about a handful of simple adjustments that can make a life-changing difference. In this video, we'll explore 6 common mistakes older women often make that quietly drain balance over time. And more importantly, you'll learn how to reverse them in ways that are gentle, safe, and effective. Before we begin, I'd love to know, where are you watching from? Share your city or country in the comments. And if you care about staying strong, independent, and confident as you age, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss what's coming next. Now let's uncover the first mistake, and it starts right at your feet. Mistake number 1, choosing the wrong footwear. Every step you take begins at the ground, and the shoes you wear each day are the bridge between you and that ground. They can either help you feel secure or quietly put you at risk. Take the story of Margaret, a 68-year-old from Portland. She had a favorite pair of soft house slippers. They were light, easy to slip on, and felt like old friends to her tired feet. For years, she wore them without a second thought. Then one rainy afternoon, she was walking from her kitchen to the living room. The tip of her slipper brushed against the edge of a rug. In an instant, she stumbled forward. Thankfully, she caught herself on the arm of a chair, but her heart was racing. It was a close call and a wake-up moment. Our feet change with age. The natural arches flatten. The padding under the heel thins. Joints become less stable. Shoes that once felt perfect may no longer give the support your feet truly need. Soft, worn-out slippers, thin ballet flats, or shoes with smooth soles can make every step more dangerous, even inside your home. Aging also affects reaction time. If your foot slips, the split second it takes to catch yourself can be longer than it used to be. That delay is all it takes for a minor stumble to become a fall. Footwear that doesn't grip the floor or hold your foot steady increases that risk. Margaret decided to make a change. She replaced her slippers with a pair that had a firm sole, a slip-resistant tread, and light ankle support. At first, they felt different, even a little stiff. But within a week, she noticed she was walking with more confidence. She didn't hesitate when stepping from carpet to tile. She no longer shuffled her feet to keep steady. The right shoes don't have to be bulky or unattractive. Today's supportive footwear comes in styles that look modern and feel good. A sturdy walking shoe with a cushioned insole, a low heel, and non-slip sole can protect you while still looking stylish. And when you feel steady, your posture improves naturally, your stride lengthens, and your movements feel smoother. Think of supportive shoes as an investment, not just in your comfort, but in your independence. They are like a safety net you carry everywhere you go. They don't announce weakness. They quietly say, "I take care of myself." It's worth taking a few minutes to inspect your shoes right now. Are the soles worn thin? Do they twist easily in your hands? Do they lack grip on smooth floors? If the answer is yes, it might be time to upgrade. If you're wondering where to start, look for these features: a firm heel counter that holds your foot in place, a flexible forefoot that allows natural movement, and a sole with textured grip for different surfaces. Try them on later in the day when your feet are slightly swollen, so you know they'll be comfortable all day. Shoes are more than fashion. They're part of your safety system, and changing them could mean avoiding that one fall that might change everything. So I'm curious, are you still wearing soft slippers at home? Type 1 in the comments if you are. If you've already made the switch to supportive shoes, type 2. You might be surprised how many others are on the same path to safer steps. Your next steps quite literally begin here, and in the next part we'll talk about a factor that most people think has nothing to do with balance, but it's actually one of its most important foundations. Mistake number 2, skipping strength training. When most people hear strength training, they imagine young athletes in gyms lifting heavy weights. But the truth is, muscle strength has no age limit. Your muscles don't care if you're 25 or 75. They respond to use, and they weaken when neglected. Let me tell you about Linda, a 72-year-old from Milwaukee. She always considered herself active. She gardened, walked her dog, and kept up with household chores. But one morning she sat down in a low chair and realized she couldn't get back up without pushing hard on the armrests. It startled her. Just a few years ago, that would have been effortless. After age 50, women can lose up to 1% of muscle mass each year, and the decline speeds up if you're inactive. It's a slow process, almost invisible at first. Then one day your knee wobbles stepping off a curb. You pause halfway through lifting a grocery bag, or you feel a sudden lack of stability on the stairs. These aren't just signs of getting older. They're your muscles asking for help. Linda decided to start small. She bought a pair of light dumbbells and kept them near her favorite chair. Each day she did a few bicep curls, shoulder presses, and simple arm raises while watching TV. For her legs, she began with chair squats, wall push-ups, and heel raises. At first it was just 10 minutes a day, but within weeks she noticed changes. Her legs no longer trembled when she stood up. Her arms felt stronger when carrying groceries. And most importantly, her confidence returned. Strength training for older adults isn't about building bulky muscles. It's about keeping the muscles you have strong enough to support you. It's the difference between catching yourself when you trip and falling hard to the ground. It's the ability to carry laundry upstairs without feeling winded. It's the freedom to move without hesitation. The exercises don't need to be complicated. Bodyweight movements like squats, wall push-ups, and step-ups are excellent for building functional strength. Resistance bands are gentle on the joints but still challenge the muscles. Even standing from a chair without using your hands, repeated a few times a day, can make a difference over time. And here's an important fact: strength training helps more than just your muscles. It improves bone density, which lowers the risk of fractures. It enhances coordination between your brain and body, helping you react faster if you lose balance. It also boosts circulation, delivering oxygen and nutrients to your muscles more efficiently. Think of it like maintaining a bridge. If the supports are strong, the bridge holds firm. If they weaken, the whole structure becomes unstable. Your muscles are those supports for your body. If you haven't done any strength training in years, start with 5 to 10 minutes a day. Use light resistance, focus on good form, and increase gradually. If you've already started, you know how quickly it can restore confidence in your movements. So tell me, when was the last time you did an exercise to strengthen your muscles? Type 3 in the comments if it's been a while. Type 4 if you're already working on it, and maybe your story will inspire someone else to begin. By making strength training part of your routine, you're not just building muscle. You're building resilience, independence, and peace of mind. And next, we'll look at an often overlooked factor that can quietly undermine your balance without you even realizing it: your eyesight. Mistake number 3, ignoring changes in vision. When people think about balance, they usually picture the legs doing all the work. But in reality, your eyes are the guides that lead every step. The brain depends on visual information to judge distance, detect obstacles, and decide how to move safely. When your vision changes even slightly, your stability can suffer. Take Helen, a 70-year-old from Tampa. She believed her eyesight was still fine. She could read the newspaper without trouble, watch TV, and find her way around the grocery store. She hadn't had an eye exam in years because to her there was no reason. One night she got up to use the bathroom. Wanting to let her husband sleep, she didn't turn on the light. Her eyes didn't adjust quickly enough in the dark. She caught the corner of a hallway rug with her toe, and down she went, landing hard on one knee. She wasn't seriously injured, but the bruise lingered, and so did the fear of moving in low light. The next morning, Helen scheduled an eye exam. It was her first in over 5 years. The results surprised her. Her glasses prescription was outdated, her peripheral vision had narrowed, and her ability to see well in dim conditions had declined. With updated lenses featuring anti-glare coating and improved contrast, she noticed immediate differences. She could see edges of rugs, small shadows near the floor, and steps outside even at dusk. The world felt clearer, and she moved with more confidence. Vision changes can sneak in so slowly you hardly notice. A slight blur, a dimmer view in the evening, a little more trouble noticing something in your side vision. But these small shifts can make you misjudge distance, miss a step, or fail to see a hazard until it's too late. Eye health also affects reaction time. When your brain receives delayed or unclear visual signals, it can't guide your body as quickly or accurately. This is especially risky on stairs in unfamiliar places or when walking outdoors at night. Good vision care for balance isn't complicated. Schedule an eye exam every 1 to 2 years. Keep your glasses clean and replace scratched lenses. Add nightlights to hallways and bathrooms. Use brighter bulbs in areas where you read, cook, or do tasks that require precision. If glare bothers you, consider anti-glare lenses or lightly tinted indoor glasses. Think of your eyes as your body's GPS for movement. If that GPS isn't working well, your path can become uncertain. Clear vision sharpens your awareness and keeps you connected to your surroundings. If it's been more than 2 years since your last eye exam, consider this your reminder. Type 5 in the comments if you're overdue or 6 if you've had one recently. Your comment might be the nudge someone else needs to take action. Protecting your eyesight is about much more than reading or driving. It's about staying safe on your feet, moving without hesitation, and keeping the freedom to go where you want, when you want. And speaking of unseen factors that affect balance, let's turn to something you rely on every day, but may not realize could be quietly making you unsteady: your medications. Mistake number 4, overlooking side effects of medications. Sometimes the cause of feeling unsteady doesn't start in your legs at all. It begins inside your body and the way your system responds to the medications you take every day. Pills meant to help can in some cases quietly affect your balance, energy, and coordination. Let's look at the experience of Carol, a 74-year-old from Denver. She had always been careful with her prescriptions. She kept them organized in a weekly pill box, took them at the same time each day, and never missed a dose. One morning as she stood up from her recliner, a wave of dizziness hit her. She steadied herself on the armrest and brushed it off. Maybe she stood too quickly, she thought. But a few days later, it happened again, stronger this time. She stumbled toward the kitchen counter and caught herself just in time. Her heart pounded and she knew something was off. Carol took a closer look at the label on her new blood pressure medication. There it was in small print: may cause dizziness or lightheadedness. She realized her body wasn't processing medication the same way it had when she was younger. As we age, our metabolism slows. The same dose that worked fine at 50 can hit harder at 70. Kidneys and liver. The body's natural filters may clear medicines more slowly, and if you take multiple prescriptions, over-the-counter drugs, or even certain supplements, the side effects can overlap. The combination can cloud thinking, drain energy, or trigger balance issues without warning. Carol decided to write down every medication she was taking: prescriptions, vitamins, herbal remedies, everything. She brought the list to her doctor. Together, they reviewed each item. Her doctor lowered the dose of one pill, changed the time she took another, and recommended stopping an unnecessary supplement. Within days, the dizzy spells faded. Her steps felt steadier, and her confidence returned. This is why regular medication reviews are so important. Don't assume that what worked 5 years ago will still be right today. Even small changes in your health, weight, diet, hydration, other medical conditions can alter how your body reacts. Here are a few tips. 1. Keep a written or digital list of everything you take. Include the dose, how often you take it, and why. Share this list with your doctor or pharmacist at least once a year. If you feel off after starting or changing a medication, speak up right away. It's also worth asking about timing. Some medicines cause less dizziness if taken at night, while others should be paired with food to reduce side effects. And remember, supplements are not automatically safe. Even natural remedies can interact with prescriptions or affect blood pressure, heart rate, and balance. Your safety is worth the conversation. If you've ever felt dizzy, lightheaded, or unusually tired after taking a pill, you're not alone. Type 7 in the comments if this has happened to you. Your story might encourage someone else to check in with their doctor. Protecting your balance isn't just about exercise or footwear. It's also about making sure what's inside your medicine cabinet isn't quietly working against you. Next, we'll talk about a habit many older adults rely on for support, but can actually make them more vulnerable, and how a small shift in thinking can make a big difference in safety. Mistake number 5, relying on furniture instead of using a cane. There's a certain pride in moving through your home without assistance. For many older women, the idea of using a cane feels like admitting weakness. So instead, they reach for walls, countertops, or the backs of chairs when they feel unsteady. It seems harmless until the moment those supports aren't there. Consider the story of Patricia, a 76-year-old from Raleigh. She often told her friends, "I'm fine, I don't need a cane." When she felt wobbly, she would steady herself on the hallway wall or grab the edge of a dining chair. It became a quiet habit she didn't even notice. One afternoon, Patricia was carrying a laundry basket from the bedroom to the living room. Both hands were full. Halfway through the hallway, her foot caught on the edge of a rug. She stumbled, and this time there was nothing within reach to grab. By sheer luck, she managed to catch herself before falling. Her heart raced. It was a close call that forced her to rethink what independence really meant. The truth is, holding on to furniture or walls is reactive. You're waiting until you feel unstable to find support. A cane, on the other hand, is proactive. It gives you stability with every step, not just in emergencies. Patricia decided to buy one, not the heavy, dull kind she imagined, but a lightweight cane with a floral design and a comfortable grip. When she used it for the first time, she was surprised. Instead of feeling weaker, she felt stronger. The cane gave her a steady rhythm, and she no longer feared moving across open spaces or uneven flooring. Many people avoid canes because they worry it will make them dependent. In reality, the right cane does the opposite. It frees you to walk farther, stand longer, and move with confidence. It can prevent that one dangerous fall that changes everything. Here's what to consider if you're thinking about getting one. Choose the right height. When standing straight, the handle should align with your wrist crease. Look for a sturdy, non-slip tip. Test different handle shapes for comfort. If style matters to you, pick a color or pattern you enjoy. It's your tool, your choice. Using a cane is not about giving up. It's about adapting smartly so you can keep living life on your own terms. Think of it as a seatbelt for walking. You may not need it every moment, but when you do, it's there to protect you. If you've ever grabbed a wall or piece of furniture just to stay steady, you've already been relying on outside support. The difference is, a cane moves with you, ready at all times. So I want to know, have you ever resisted using a cane only to realize you might benefit from one? Type 8 in the comments if that sounds like you. Or type 9 if you've already embraced one and found it helpful. By shifting your perspective, you can see a cane not as a sign of weakness, but as a partner in your freedom. And speaking of freedom, there's one more habit we need to talk about, a skill your body was born with, but can fade over time if you don't practice it. And without it, all the strength and support in the world won't keep you steady. Mistake number 6, avoiding balance exercises. Some people believe balance is something you either have or you don't. They think it's fixed, a gift you're born with that naturally fades with age. But balance is actually a skill. And like any skill, if you don't use it, you lose it. Let's look at Irene, a 70-year-old from San Diego. She lived alone, cooked her own meals, tended her garden, and ran errands without help. On the surface, she seemed perfectly fine, but she started noticing subtle changes. She felt uneasy stepping into the bathtub. She hesitated on stairs even if it was only a few steps. She couldn't explain why, but something felt off. One day, Irene joined a local senior wellness class. The instructor, who was around her age, asked everyone to try standing on one foot for 10 seconds. Irene barely made it to 5 before her leg began to shake. She smiled politely, but deep inside, she knew she had lost some of her stability. That evening, she searched online for simple balance exercises. She found ones that didn't require special equipment or a gym: standing on one foot while holding the back of a chair, walking heel to toe across the room, shifting weight slowly from one side to the other, just 5 to 10 minutes a day. Within 2 weeks, Irene noticed a change. She moved more confidently when stepping out of bed in the morning. She stopped clinging to walls in the hallway. One morning, she even caught herself swaying to music in her kitchen, something she hadn't done in years. Here's why balance exercises matter so much. Your body has a built-in system that integrates signals from your eyes, inner ear muscles, and joints to keep you upright. When you challenge this system even gently, it stays sharp. If you neglect it, your ability to react to slips or sudden changes weakens. Balance training doesn't have to be complex. Start by practicing near a wall or sturdy chair for safety. Stand on one leg for as long as you can, then switch. Walk in a straight line, placing the heel of one foot directly in front of the toes of the other. Try gentle side steps or slow marching in place. Yoga and Tai Chi are also excellent for building balance, as they combine slow, deliberate movements with body awareness. The key is consistency. Just as brushing your teeth daily keeps them healthy, 5 minutes of balance, practice a day, keeps your stability in check. And here's something important: you can improve your balance at any age. Whether you're 60, 80, or even 90, your body can adapt and get stronger if you give it the right challenges. If you've never tried a balance exercise before, type 10 in the comments and let this be your first step. If you already do them, share your favorite one. You might inspire someone else to start. Balance is more than just avoiding falls. It's the quiet confidence to move freely. It's stepping into the shower without hesitation. It's walking through a crowded place without fear of being knocked off course. And now that we've uncovered all 6 common mistakes, it's time to bring them together and see how small intentional changes can protect your independence and keep you steady for years to come. Conclusion: a fall isn't just the moment you hit the ground. It's the ripple that follows the injury, the loss of confidence, and sometimes the loss of independence. But here's the truth worth holding on to: it doesn't have to be that way. The 6 mistakes we've talked about: wearing unsupportive shoes, skipping strength training, ignoring vision changes, overlooking medication side effects, relying on furniture instead of a cane, and avoiding balance exercises, are not life sentences. They're warnings. And every one of them can be addressed with small practical steps. Change your shoes and you change the way you move. Add a few minutes of strength training and your body begins to hold you up with more ease. Update your glasses and the world looks sharper and safer. Review your medications and you may find the dizziness disappears. Use a cane when needed and the fear of falling fades. Practice balance daily and your confidence returns with every step. None of these adjustments are complicated, but together they have the power to rewrite your story. Instead of slowing down in fear, you can move through your day with assurance. Instead of holding back, you can step forward into life's moments, from playing with grandchildren to enjoying a walk on a sunny afternoon. Growing older doesn't mean fading. It can mean refining, becoming more aware, more intentional, and more committed to caring for the body that carries you. And every choice you make today is a gift to your future self. So now I'd love to hear from you. Which of these 6 mistakes surprised you most? Or maybe there's one you know you need to work on right away. Type the number in the comments. Your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with someone you care about, and subscribe so you won't miss the next conversation about staying strong, steady, and independent at any age. Your body is your home. Care for it today and it will carry you farther than you ever imagined.